So we have a women's sports whip-around. We have third sets in women's volleyball. Montana at Idaho, Big Sky play. Portland State, Montana State. Northern Arizona at Arizona at Iowa State. And we have Montana. We have CSU Northridge. That's in Santa Barbara. Big West playing. Those are 4 games in June. That's the first set. We have a big Long Beach State, Cal State, Fullerton. That is it. It looks like it could be untelevised. We'll put that one over though. That was a sweep. Then we have a women's soccer match. Some matches. We have Texas State beat Georgia State 2-1 in an untelevised match. BYU, number 16 BYU, 2-0 over Cincinnati halftime. Gonzaga 1-0 over San Diego at home. BYU, and then the ESPN app. The home team is on the top. The away team is on the bottom. On desktop, the home team is on the bottom. And the desktop mode in your browser, mobile, or on like desktop on your computer, it's on the bottom. And the home team is the away team is on top. We have in the 60th minute, San Diego. We are down 2 to Gonzaga on the road. BYU up 2 over Cincinnati at home. In the 53rd minute, Utah Valley up 3 at home or Abilene Christian. In the 54th minute, Virginia Tech in a late start at NC State. Those two teams are meeting inward in soccer. They were playing football. Those two schools were playing football. Or Virginia Tech and NC State. And they're also playing in soccer. Probably gonna travel back together. Those teams travel together. And maybe they did so they could travel together. I don't know. Travel issues. I don't know. But they could have done it like the day after, but I'm assuming they did it tonight. So because the two teams were playing each other, we had the randomized schedule worked or whatever. You know where they did, so that the schools could save money. And travel both back together. But it's Virginia Tech and NC State 1-0. CLE University at home against Pepperdine. Actually, no, it's not. It's at Virginia Tech, my bad. I thought it was at NC State for a second. No, it's not. Those teams are playing in football, though. That's in NC State. At Virginia Tech, it's 52nd minute. It's NC State 1. In Virginia Tech, one tied up in Blacksburg. Pepperdine 1-0 over Seattle. On the road in 23rd minute in Seattle, Washington. At Washington State. In Pullman. Santa Clara at Washington State scores in 24th minute. Now, in Gonzaga's up 3 on San Diego at home in 60th minute. We got 2 in Cincinnati, number 16 ranked team in the 60th minute. In Westward, Utah Valley in the 60th minute. So let's go to women's volleyball. We have some sweeps. Looking to get some sweeps. There's conference playing, right? And they just started like Friday, Saturday. So all these schools play Friday, Saturday back-to-back days. We have Montana 9-3, 1-0 Big Sky play. Well, Idaho is 3-10, 1-0 Big Sky. All these schools they play back-to-back days against the same opponent. Depending on this, if they're a smaller conference. Or they might some conferences don't. They might play Friday, Sunday, or they might play back-to-back days. But they play against like different opponents. Portland State Mountains. That's 21-18. 5-7 and Portland State 4-6 Mountains. That's 21-18. One's even closer to see. That one is in Croatia. So we'll go Portland State and Mountain State here.
State slammed the door. Tufto getting up at the net that time. Serve for Heidemann.
It is being played on the basketball court, as you can see right there. It's just a volleyball like markings over the basketball court. And yeah, they do that for volleyball during volleyball season. But they always see their basketball games. They don't have it like that. You know, they take that for basketball. But when it's like practice one and stuff like that, yeah, they take it off. I mean, I'm assuming they do. They keep it on for practice, but not for the games, obviously. You know, I would assume. So. Unless a basketball match and a volleyball match we play the same day at the school. But I don't think they would schedule like volleyball and basketball at the same school at the same time. Especially at schools who play volleyball on the basketball court. And because to get this back in order, you know, they would schedule non-conference around the tournaments. Or around like the home games, if they have any for non-conference, around the volleyball games. So they play days they don't traditionally play. And a lot of these schools, you know, especially in non-conference play days that you're not traditionally used to seeing them play for in like conference play, like Thursdays, Sundays, like maybe Thursday, Wednesdays, Saturdays, Thursdays, Saturdays. You know, these are not used to seeing teams play in conference play. They play in non-conference. They play in conference. You know, in conference they play in non-conference. It's like different days. You're not used to seeing them play, but that's because they work on like other sports, like volleyball or football games. They might not have home games or football games, like volleyball. Like a lot of schools, you know, don't if their home teams playing at home, unless it's like on two different networks. You have some teams, like one might be on say ESPN for football, and then you know the best like Big Ten games. Big Ten football might be on NBC or NBC, CBS or like Fox. That's one. Then the Big Ten network has the volleyball game. Those school, you know, same school, so that happens. But other than that, you know, otherwise, like they had that for NBC and men's basketball one time for Gophers. Remember that? And then women's, and then it was women's, and then it was men's basketball during Peacock. It was on Peacock, and then it was during football season and wrap up end of football season, and then they had volleyball season. So for every season, like November, like early, so that'd be like the only time it is, you know, the case, but otherwise, you know, schools don't try to schedule stuff at the same time. Usually don't.
spots out there with Noble, Linseth, James, Heidemann, and the server, Afton Thompson. Here's Thompson on the serve. Gets a piece of the net. I'll set it up for White. Linseth with the dig. Here's Spells. Blocked at the net, and the Bobcats can't keep it alive.
And we're going to do women's volleyball and women's soccer whip-ons. Then we're going to do some third sets. And we're going to do some third sets in both sports. We're going to do volleyball and soccer second halves of the games. And then if there's only like women's volleyball going on, or both of them, then I will do the women's soccer games, both of them are halftime, which probably could be. Yep, Montana does get the sweep in that one. Looks like, yep. And we have Arizona, Northern Arizona, Idaho State. We'll take that one in the third set. Northern Arizona takes the sweep in women's volleyball on that one. Alright, so we have Montana go with late sweep. Portland stay with late sweep. And Northern sweep all about the same time. Well, sweeps all around the same time, I should say. We'll do some women's soccer. Well, that's the closest that they can shoot now in the second half is Cincinnati at BYU. There's 19 minutes and 25 seconds. BYU. Women's volleyball was on earlier, was playing at. They might have had. I'm not sure if BYU has men's soccer. I don't follow men's soccer. But they could have played that or sport team. And then they played women's soccer at 8. I'm kind of surprised on a women's soccer match or at the women's volleyball, but women's volleyball must be the more popular sport, BYU in general. So this one does overlap the football game. So maybe people want to watch well, but then they don't want to watch women's soccer too. I see because different times of day. More people watch on TV on ESPN Plus.
We have a Cincinnati player here at midfield who is being attended to and being held by the Cincinnati trainer who keep an eye on that. We hope everything is all right. Meanwhile, BYU off the corner kick. Draws another one. It is Joy Kim Wemley, and she is being attended to by the staff at midfield. She is off the pitch, but there is some concern with her right now as this one's clear. We hope she is all right.